So each plant consists the parts like roots, stem and leaves. Roots, stem and leaves. Let us observe the various parts of the plant by various activities. Though the plants are different sizes, there are common parts in the plants, like each plant consists the roots, stem, leaves and flowers. We can see in this roots, stem, leaves and flowers. Now let us discuss one by one. First we'll discuss very important part of the plant called as roots. Observe these two different plants. Are the type of roots are similar? In this plant we are observing a different type of roots, whereas in this plant we are observing another kind of roots. That means all the plants does not have same kind of root system or types of roots. Here in some plants we observe there is a main root from which the branches are rising. This main root is called as tap root. This main root is called as tap root. From this the branches are arising, small branches are arising. These are called as lateral roots. The branches arises from the tap root are called as lateral roots. This kind of root system is called as tap root system. Whereas in these plants we are observing different kind of arrangement of roots. In this there is no main root, all the roots are arranged from the base of the stem. There is no main root at all. This kind of roots are called as fibrous roots. This kind of roots are called as fibrous roots. And this kind of system is called as fibrous root system. Now let us understand the functions of the roots. Can you pull the plant easily from the soil? No, it is not possible. It is little bit difficult to pull the plant along with the roots from the soil. That means the roots helps the plant in or to fix the plant in the soil. That means roots acts like anchor to the plant. Acts like anchor to the plants. Roots also helps in absorption of water. Let us understand this by performing an activity. To understand this function called as absorption of water by the roots, we need to take the two beakers which are filled with the water. One of the beakers we have to add few drops of red ink. After that, the water present in the beaker turns into red color. Later, we need to take a very soft and tender stem plants, two plants, and we must keep them in this beaker which contains the red color ink and water without adding anything. Leave the experiment like this for 2 to 3 hours. After some time, we can observe that after 2-3 hours, we can observe that the red color lines on the stem. It shows that roots are absorbing the water and minerals from the soil. And in some plants, roots also helps in storage of food material. In some plants like carrots, beetroot and radish, the food material is stored in the roots, which we are taking as food material. Next, we'll discuss about one more important part of the plant called as leaf. Leaf is the most important part of the plant, which provides life to the plant. Are all the leaves are similar in all plants? No. Different plants consist different types of leaves, and all these leaves are not similar in their size and shape. Let us see this leaf. Here, this leaf is larger. This leaf is smaller. This leaf is narrow and tall. But in the leaf also, we can find so many similarities in different kinds of leaves. When you see this leaf, can you tell me by which part the leaf is attached to the plant or stem? Here, if you observe, the leaf is attached to the plant by a stalk. The stalk is called as petiole. The leaf is attached to the stem by a stalk. This stalk is called as petiole. The broad area of the leaf, which is green in color, is called as lamina. Broad color, broad shape of the leaf is called as lamina. Let us see what are the lines present in the leaf. So, leaf is the most important part of the leaf plant, which provides life to the plant. Let us see the leaf structure in the form of a diagram. When you observe the structure of leaf, by a stalk, leaf is attached to the stem. This stalk is called as petiole. And the leaf consists, the broad area of the leaf, which is green in color, is called as lamina. In the lamina, we can observe several lines. These lines are called as veins. At the center of the leaf, we can observe a thick and prominent vein, which is called as midrib. From the midrib, the branches are arising. These are called as veins. So the arrangement of veins in the lamina of the leaf is called as venation. The arrangement of veins in the lamina of the leaf is called as venation. The venation also not similar in all kinds of leaves. For example, just see this leaf here. There is a prominent midrib from which the branches are arising, and these are arranged like network or web-like. This kind of arrangement is there in this leaf. Whereas, if you observe this leaf, it has a midrib. From the midrib, remaining veins all are appearing parallel to this midrib. That means the venation is different in different leaves. In this, the veins are arranged like web or network like, whereas in this, veins are arranged like parallel. That means the arrangement of veins like network is called as reticulate venation. Whereas if the veins are arranged like parallel to the vein, such type of venation is called as parallel venation. Now, is there any relation between the type of venation and the type of root system? Yes. We can observe the parallel type of venation in fibrous root plants, whereas reticulate venation we can observe in taproot system plants. Now, let us understand the functions of the leaf. As we discussed, leaf is the most important part of the plant. It performs various functions. Do you know that the plants also respire or breathe like us? Then how do they breathe? If you observe, for this, let us see an activity. Take a leaf and get the peel of this one. This peel, observe under the microscope. When you observe this, we can find a small pore-like structures called as stomata. This stomata helps in exchange of gases. I repeat, in the leaf contains small pores called as stomata. Through this stomata, exchange of gases takes place. Leaf also performs transpiration process. let us understand what is transpiration. Transpiration is nothing but plants are removing the water in the form of vapor plants remove the water in the form of vapor through the stomata is called as transpiration. I repeat, transpiration is a process in which excess amount of water is removed by the plant in the form of vapor through the stomata is called as transpiration. Let us understand the process of transpiration by an activity. Take a healthy potted plant, one potted plant, for which take a polythene cover and enclose the plant with the polythene cover by tying its mouth. After some time, after 2-3 hours, we can observe the droplets of water on the inner surface of the polythene cover. From where does these water droplets has come? It's nothing but the plants are removing the excess water in the form of vapor through the stomata. This is called as transpiration. Now, let us discuss one more function of the leaf. Leaf also performs one of the most important functions called as photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is nothing but it's a process by which plants prepares their food material of their own. We'll discuss more about this photosynthesis in next classes, coming classes. Let us discuss about one more part of the plant called as stem. Are all the stems in different plants are in same size? No. Different plants consist the different sizes and shapes of the stem. But what is stem? The part of the plant which is present above the ground, for which leaves and branches and flowers are arising, are attached, such part is called as stem. This stem helps in different functions, like stem helps in carrying of water and food material to the various parts of the plant. Stem helps in carrying of water and food material to the various parts of the plant. For this, let us perform one activity. Take a plant and take the water in the beakers, for which add red ink, remove the root system, then keep this plant in the water for some time. After some time, after 2-3 hours, take out this stem, cut with the help of blade and observe under the microscope. We can observe that red color spots in the stem. This shows that stem helps in conduction of water. Whereas in certain plants, some plants like potato, garlic, turmeric, etc., the stems also helps in storage of food material. Stem is not only helps in carrying of water and food material to the various parts, it also helps in storage of food material like potato. Usually, when we see the tubers, these helps in tubers, these are roots we think, but they are not the roots, they are the stems, modified stems. Now, let us observe one more part of the plant. What is the most attractive part of the plant? It's nothing but flower. Flower is useful even to identify the type of plant. If you see the flower, a flower consists different parts, like brightly colored parts, green color parts, etc. The brightly colored parts, flower, are called as petals, which are in different colors in different plants, which helps in pollination of the plant. Second thing, flower also consists sepals. These are the parts which are green in color and helps in protection of inner parts. The most important parts of the plants called as stamen. Each stamen consists a filament and anther. This anther produces the pollen grains Then another important part of the plant, flower, called as pistil, which consists different parts like ovary, style and stigma. We'll discuss more about the flowers in next classes.